So I kind of feel like I've been in the beer business a little bit because when I was in college, when I was transferring from the University of Oklahoma to UCLA, my summer job that year was at a beer distributorship in Tulsa. And so I learned a lot. I was on the trucks. I did all those things, built displays and delivered beer. And then towards the end of the summer, the owner wanted me to start hanging around with him. And then I started calling on accounts with him. And so between the two different roles, I learned a lot. Went out to UCLA, but when I came to Dallas, I became close friends with Barry and Lana Andrews,
Right.
Who have Andrews Distributing. And so I did a lot with their distributorship, sales meetings, things of that nature. But never did I imagine that I would get into the beer business until about 4 years ago now, I guess it was. I met my now partners, and one of them has had a career in the beer business. And he asked if it would be something that I might be interested in doing. And just to piggyback off of the health and wellness aspect of where I'm at in my life, I said, well, I do like beer, and I will drink beer from time to time. So if I were to make a beer, it would have to be consistent with where I'm at and what I drink. And that is a light beer, low-calorie, low-carb beer. And they were on board with that. So that was where it began. And I decided to do it more than any other reason, Bill, because I thought we could do it differently.
Yeah.
I thought we could do it better. But I've learned in my business career that it's really the people that ultimately make something successful or not.
Totally.
And I've been involved in some really great concepts, great ideas, great technology that never really went anywhere. Not because of the product or the innovation, but more because we didn't have the people to pull it off.
Totally.
Well, I knew the partners of mine could pull it off, and so I was betting on them as much as I'm betting on myself and what we made.
So was Barry a partner?
No, but I called Mike McGuire, who's Barry's son-in-law.
Got it.
And I said, I've got an opportunity to get involved in this. I think the market needs something new, something fresh. I think we can do it differently. And he was behind it. He said, I agree. And had he have been not so optimistic about it, I likely would not have gone through with it. But knowing that, okay, well, at least in North Dallas, he would be behind it as a distributor, and my relationships with some other distributors, that's how it began. Now, I will tell you, why 8 beer is different is it's low calorie, low carb, but we use 100% organic grains and we use antioxidant hops. But the real kicker is we don't have any adjuncts or fillers, which means we don't add any corn, rice, syrup, or sugars to the beer. And we are the only widely available beer that can make claim to that. So it is the cleanest, best for you beer on the market. And as a low-calorie, low-carb beer, it has a full-bodied taste.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
You start each day committed to pursuing better for your employees, clients, and communities.
The team at Bank of Texas shares that spirit.
We come in every day ready to fuel growth in North Texas and financial success for our clients.
Our breadth of services and advice-driven approach allows us to compete nationally.
But our deep connection to this community,
Our community, keeps us focused on being good partners.
So, I mean, it sounds like a sales pitch because I'm the owner, but if you like light beer
Yeah.
and you like the taste of 8, there's really no reason why
Not
you
to
would
drink
ever
it.
drink
Right.
anything else, because it's the best for you beer on the market.
Right.
And
You didn't get rid of the alcohol, did you?
did not get rid of the alcohol, but it's 4.0 alcohol by volume. It's a light beer, light in alcohol, but it's done well. We launched our second year, and in the first year we were the #1 independent growth brand across the country, and yet we were number 7 across the country, and yet we're only in Texas. We were the #1 independent beer brand growth brand in the history of Texas. So it's done really well. It's been received really well, and we're hoping that in due time we'll be moving beyond Texas and into some other states.
So the plan is to go nationwide.
Yes. Well, let me just say this. If we just stayed in Texas, you can obviously have a tremendous business just in Texas.
Yeah.
And I thought that by year's end, we might be in some of the neighboring states,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arkansas. That may not happen quite as soon, but if we begin moving outside of the state of Texas, which I believe we will, then that will be a great indication that really good things are happening.
Okay, so like, were you sitting in the room, and are you the one that picked it? Like when they'd have like, they'd come up with 3 brews and they'd sit in the glasses. And
Me and my
this is
partners,
it?
we did it. We did it by Zoom. They sent out the batches that we had.
Yeah.
We did the taste test and what we liked about this one or what we didn't like and where we wanted to go with it. And I just kept saying, hey, can we make it better for you? I mean, that was kind of
awesome.
the mandate that I had, and the results were really positive. We worked with Oregon State University. They've got a tremendous beer program in their food and science department, and those guys were experts. They were fantastic.
Okay, so I don't know if everybody here knows, but the Masters golf tournament, the previous year's winner of the Masters gets to name they have a winner's dinner every year to commemorate past winners. And every year they get to, the past winner, and it was Scotty Scheffler last year, gets to name the menu, like what they're going to eat. And 8 beer was right in the middle of it. How did you get that done?
Well, I should just. It was not in the middle of it. No, that was.
Was that somebody?
That was basically a great job of photoshopping.
Got it. Okay, so it wasn't there.
Well, no,
because I was amazed that you got that done.
yeah, these two. We've gotten it in some pretty good places. We had a strong endorsement from Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, has gotten behind it. So it's been plugged pretty well, but yeah, it didn't make it to Augusta.
Okay, maybe next year.
Although we did do an activation there a year ago when we launched, but yeah, it was not at the Champions Dinner.